Hi and welcome to the Beer Temple. I am Chris Quinn and today I have a fun beer from Tired Hands out in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, my old stomping ground. I've talked about them in the past. I've had some people actually drop off their beers here at the store and I have had the opportunity to actually go there now a couple times. So of course, they open after I leave Philadelphia, but so goes it. That's fine. I have plenty of good beer here in Chicago as well. I was actually just at Tired Hands a couple days ago. Really awesome guys there. The owner, or one of the owners, and one of the brewmasters, Gene, really great guy, has been at Weyerbacher and Victory and Iron Hill, I believe. Really pretty strong brewing pedigree, and you know, I think a lot of people like to think of them because of a lot of the notoriety they've been getting, because they were one of the top new breweries in the world for 2012 on ratebeer.com. I think they came in second. Pipeworks was one. They did that collaboration, Merrill Lime Law, which we've had on the show before, I think. I visited them. I actually brought them some beer that was gifted from Pipeworks. They were very appreciative, and I picked up some growlers to go, of course. And this was one that I thought was pretty tasty. It was Phantom with 3 different colored eyes. This is the second time I know of that they've brewed this beer. It's a double IPA. It might have been on when I was there last, actually. I visited them, I think, maybe when they had been open a month. I didn't really know much about them. I just knew brewery, Ardmore, Pennsylvania, I'm going. So this is a citrus double IPA. I think it comes in at about 8%, and it has literally fruit juice in it. Let's hope, oh wow, it smells incredibly citrusy. The growler is filled all the way up at the top. Let's give myself a nice healthy pour here and then put it back on. So unlike, it's really cool. What I love about the beer movement that's going on right now in America and worldwide is how diverse it is. So, you know, Pipeworks was one, there two. At that point, one, two, it doesn't really matter. It just means that these are 2 great new breweries that you should be looking out for. And they're completely different in philosophy. One is a brew pub, one is commercial brewing only, not even a tap room. One does almost all growler fills, very limited bottling, and the other, Pipeworks, does almost exclusively bottling, very limited kegs. The one thing they have in common is they're both highly prolific, always putting out new beers, but even then, they're both also very experimental. But even the way they experiment is very different. A lot more bugs, a lot more barrel aging, wine barrel aging, different yeasts and stuff like that. You know, much more of that, you know, Belgian American Renaissance that I've talked about a lot. Probably why I've had these guys on a lot. I'm very geeked about that movement that I see. People like Crooked Stave and Hill Farm kind of leading the charge, but there's so many more that are doing that as well, all over the country. Tired Hands certainly being one of them. So this beer here is called Phantom with 3 different colored eyes. It was filled on 8/2. It is now 8/6, so this growler is 4 days old, has been refrigerated almost the entire time. Threw it on a plane and brought it over. So now we're going to try to open it. I think it's got a ton of Amarillo and Simcoe, very popular double IPA hops here, and I think the website's at 100 pounds of orange juice as well. Ooh, man. It gives it that Citra hop note to it, intensely fruity. I would say orange, but even more tropical. I think some of these citrus and pine notes and green lush notes from the Amarillo and Simcoe kind of boost this orange juice that's added to it and make it highly tropical, nectary. There is some green in there, slight vegetation, and it's all about hops and fruit. I'm guessing you're getting fruit juice too, but no malt really. Maybe a little yeast character as well, a nice kind of fruity yeast note. I'm curious what type of ale strain they've used here. thin-bodied, slightly aqueous, not very bitter, highly drinkable. At like 8%, this could be deadly. Clean beer, a cleanly brewed beer. Definitely that fruit punch, that juicy fruit, mango, a little bit of that vegetation. Very much follows on the palate what you got on the nose, which isn't always the case. There is a little bit of booze heat here. I'm actually now getting it now. But I kind of want that in a beer this light and dry. It's very dry, not chewy at all, very little malt character. And the fact that there's some booze there lets me know, okay, I'm a big boy here. I'm a big boy beer, be careful. A good amount of bitterness, but fairly light, certainly for a double IPA, very much in this new vein of big upfront, late edition hops, and less bittering hops. Yeah, really, that mango, a hint of pineapple, and like that fruit cocktail thing going on, with even some of those like maraschino cherries that you put in there, and then you drink some of the nectar, that syrup. But like a dry, unsweetened syrup, but that same flavor. I'm really liking this beer. This is the Phantom with 3 different colored eyes from Tired Hands Brewing. If you are in the Philadelphia area, take a ride out a little bit west of the city to a town called Ardmore on the main line. Really nice guys. They got a nice little brew pub there, beautiful little space, and yeah, try this beer. I'm gonna go 93 for this beer. I mean, it is super solid, really good beer. I'm very happy to have had it. That's about it, guys. Phantom with 3 different colored eyes from Tired Hands. Thanks so much as always. Until next time, I've got some great Tired Hands beers to drink, and hopefully you do too.